Hi my beauties, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. As the title reads, today I have another episode of the Glow Getter series for you guys. I'm going to be showing you how to create this very easy, dewy, glowy, glass-like skin makeup base with some super affordable products. It's a very effortless look and even beginners can create this one. Not just that, on the occasion of hitting 1 lakh plus family on YouTube, I'm announcing a very huge giveaway at the end of the video, which 5 of you can win. So watch this video until the end. If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to my channel and you've also hit the notification bell. Do also follow me on my Instagram account. And now without further ado, let's dive right into this video. So I've already cleansed and toned my face. I'm going to leave all the details of the products that I use. That's the face wash and the toner. Now I'm going to go ahead with a serum, and I need something super hydrating under my makeup. The one that I'm really liking these days is this one from Pure by Priyanka. This is their glow serum. I love the texture and it works so very beautifully underneath the makeup as well. So I'm going to take a pump full of this and apply it all over my face. Now this is the first step of getting that gorgeous glass-like glowing skin underneath your makeup. I like to start from the center of my face on my forehead and then just spread it out very gently. You don't want to rub this a lot, you just want to pat it into your skin. Now this is a very versatile product because it has kumkumadi oil in it. It also has hyaluronic acid. It's super hydrating for the skin and a wonderful base to start with. Now, even though this has kumkumadi oil in it, it gets absorbed in the skin super easily. Moving on to the next product, I'm going to pick up a moisturizer, super affordable and very light on the skin, amazing for the monsoon season. I have the Pond's Super Light Gel here for you. Love this product. I've spoken about this so much in my videos simply because how lightweight this product is. I'm going to take a little bit on my fingers. Actually, I'm going to be a little bit generous and take that much. And then just warm it up in between my fingers ever so slightly. Start from the center of my face and then just spread it out. I like to start everything from the center of my face, and also I'm going to hydrate my eyes very little bit. I've already applied my eye cream. I'm going to leave the details in the description box. You want to make sure that you don't forget your neck. Whatever skincare, like I keep saying, goes on your face also goes down your neck. Moving on to the next step, and a very important one at that, whether you're wearing makeup or not, is to use a sunscreen, whether you're doing dewy makeup or any sort of makeup. And the one that I have here is this one from La Shield. This is a sunscreen which is in the gel form, has a great SPF of 40, UVA, UVB filters. Love this product. I have used this in the past. I am unable to get my La Roche-Posay. That's why I went back to this one. I love La Roche-Posay, but this is a great sunscreen, guys. You have seen my video on sunscreens. If you haven't, I'm going to link it. But if there's a good sunscreen you're looking for, highly recommend this one. It is so good on the skin. It doesn't leave any white cast. It gets absorbed very easily. Again, I'm going to just warm it up a little bit in between my fingers, start from the center of my face, and then spread it out. And you want to be generous with your sunscreen, guys. Because you are going to be living with that for the entire makeup that you're wearing. Now, I know there are ways to reapply sunscreen in a spritzing format and all of that, but the best way is to go with a little bit extra when you're applying your base, when you're prepping your skin. And prepping your skin is the most important step to get that very gorgeous, dewy, glass-like skin. Now, I have to make sure that my neck is covered well with sunscreen as well. Another important, very quick tip before you go on and apply your makeup, make sure your eyes, underneath the area of your eyes and on top of your lids, you have sunscreen. You got to be a little careful with this one. Take in between your fingers very little sunscreen. Start patting from the center of your eye and then just pat it across. Now, many sunscreens hurt in your eyes when you apply it around the eye area, but not this one. La Shield has never hurt my eyes ever, or never tingled in my eyes, never watered my eyes in any way. I also like to put a little bit on top of my lids and also right here underneath my brow bone. The last and the most important step of prepping your base, and I highly recommend this for anyone, is to use a facial oil to get that glass-like skin, that glow from within. The one that I have here is a non-comedogenic oil, and this is the safflower oil from the brand Deve Herbs. I have spoken about this brand several times on my channel because I love their facial oils, their body oils, their hair oils. They are so very pure. And I take very little, guys. And safflower oil, like I said, is non-comedogenic. So even acne-prone skin or people who have a lot of acne on their face can also use this one because this does not clog the pores. I take very little and start from the center of my face again. Literally, I'm just wetting my fingers and that's all. I don't need a lot, I need very little, and I'm just going to spread out. Literally 2 drops is what you need, and then you spread it out well, and that's going to give you the final step. This is also going to act as a primer. If you want, you can use a primer on top. I don't use any primer and my makeup lasts fairly well. Now, do you see with that very good skincare that the skin is already glowing and you have that dew, that glow from within? Now I'm going to go ahead and pick up my foundation. I don't like to use a very heavy foundation on my skin. I do use a full coverage, but only when I'm going to weddings or parties. On a daily basis, or even when I'm shooting, I like to use a very soft foundation, a medium coverage foundation that spreads out well. Also something through which my skin shows through, because that's the kind of makeup that I like, very light, very dewy. And the foundation that I swear by is this one. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. This is so very good. And whatever your skin type is, guys, this is an all skin type sort of a foundation. Super, super versatile. It is buildable, but mostly light on the coverage. The other foundation that I really like, which is a full coverage foundation, is this one from Maybelline. It is their Superstay foundation. The shade is a tad bit too dark for me, but really like the foundation itself. It's really good and full coverage. Today I'm going to be mixing both these because this, like I said, is a little bit darker shade for me. This is a pretty perfect shade. So I like anything in terms of foundation which is the closest to my skin, and I think that's how it should be. So I'm going to take very little of this, like half a pump, and mostly the Maybelline one. I'm going to mix both of these and just apply it on my face. Now, the way I like to apply the foundation to get that very sheer and even coverage is that I like to dot the foundation first wherever I'm applying it, and then spread it out. So I'm just going to mix both the foundations. Like I said, I just realized my Maybelline Fit Me is something I'm running out of because I use that a lot. I'm going to use a beauty sponge. You can use any beauty sponge and start patting this in. Now, the reason why I like to use a beauty sponge versus a brush is that because this gives you a very natural sort of a finish. Even though this foundation is not full coverage, I still like to use a beauty sponge because, like I said, I like my actual skin to show through the base as well. So I'm just going to, with patting motions, spread out very evenly the entire layer of foundation. Now, whenever you're applying your foundation, make sure that you apply it on your neck as well, because you want your face and your neck to look even toned. The one thing that I do is apply very little on my forehead because I've noticed that foundation tends to crack on your forehead quite a lot. So I go very light-handedly. Anyway, this is a new sponge, so it's absorbing a lot of product. The sponge that I really like is from PAC. I couldn't find that today for some reason. It's lying in my makeup stash. But that's a very good sponge. I like both the red and the black ones. The other one that is super affordable and I really like is the one from Blue Heaven. I think I do have that. I'm going to show you 1 minute. That's the Blue Heaven beauty sponge. It was a little dirty, that's why I didn't use it. But this is a very good sponge if you're looking for a good affordable one. So today I'm using this one, and I don't really remember which brand is this, but I really like using sponges instead of the brushes itself. Now, if you see, my foundation has been spread out really well. It's looking even toned and it's not looking heavy at all. Anyway, like I said, Maybelline Fit Me foundation is really a medium coverage foundation. You can build it up, but I took very little and then just spread it out nicely. So I just need an even toned canvas. Like I said, if you have blemishes on your face, or if you need some heavy coverage foundation, like a full coverage foundation, definitely go for the Superstay. For concealer, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Pure Beige. Now, this has peach tones to it, so it covers up the dark circles really well. And this does not crease under the eyes. Also, one of my favorite concealers. I recently got my hands on this one, really liking it. Now, if you see, I have some rashes around my nose. I get this every time, whether there's change of weather or especially in monsoon. So I'm going to be covering them up a little bit with this one. This is a good concealer if you have a little bit pigmentation around your mouth, to cover that up too. So I'm going to take very little and just be covering my dark circles and the rashes, like I said. I start from the center part of my eye where I have the maximum amount of darkness, and then just go very light-handedly. I don't like to go heavy with the concealer because I don't want it to crease. Basically, just covering the places where I have the maximum amount of darkness. So I'm going to go ahead with my beauty sponge and just pat in all the concealer, and you want to do this very gently, because if you dry your concealer too much, it will contribute to having fine lines underneath the eyes. Not just that, it's going to crease your concealer as well. So you just want to take patting motions and just pat in the entire concealer. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the makeup off camera, but do watch this video until the end because I have a very important tip for that glass-like dewy makeup base. So guys, that's all with the makeup. I have done a very quick one, and I'll tell you very quickly what is there in my face. I bronzed my face very lightly and put on a blush. I applied some mascara and then a bronze highlighter on my lids and a golden one in the inner corners, and I filled my brows. That's about it. I'm going to leave all the details of the makeup that I used in the description box. Now, the very important step for that very beautiful glass-like glowing skin is to use a highlighter, and I absolutely love highlighters because that give you that very dewy sort of a skin look, that glow from within. I always use one, love using one, even on a bare skin. The one that I'm going to use today is very, very light, and it does not have glitter particles. That's what I love about highlighters, and this one in particular is my favorite. I'm talking about the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighter, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. This is a very soft rose gold sort of a color, and all I'm going to do is take a brush like this. This is the Real Techniques setting brush. I'm going to dip my brush in the highlighter very generously, tap off the excess, and on the high points of my face only, just glide on the brush underneath my brow bone area, a little bit on top, and that's about it. A little bit on the tip of the nose because you want the entire look to look complete and put together, and a little bit on my Cupid's bow, a little bit on my forehead as well, but since I have an oily T-zone, I don't go very heavy-handedly on the forehead. Now, do you see how beautiful, dewy and glowy my face looks? It's a mix of everything, guys. You need to have an excellent base. Your skincare needs to be impeccable in order to have a very dewy, beautiful makeup on top. And the last step that I'm going to do, which is very important, is to set your makeup. You can use anything. What I have here is something that's very good for the skin as well. It's going to keep your skin hydrated. I have the Indulgio Rose Geranium and Witch Hazel Face Mist. Now, you can use any mist of your choice. I like using this on top of my makeup. I have a lot of others also that I use. The Pixie one is one of my favorite, the Rose Glow one, and this one also. So I'm going to shake this up a little bit and then just spritz it all over my face. Now, just be a little bit generous with this step because this is going to give you hydration onto your skin, remove any kind of powderiness from your foundation, and also set your makeup very well. So guys, now it's time to reveal the huge giveaway. I'm giving away 5 hampers with 6 products each from Moha, and 5 of you can win these hampers. All the details of the products will be mentioned in the description box. It's very easy to win. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and also write participated in the comment section below. Now move on to my Instagram account and follow me there. Please make sure the account is legit and not only for winning giveaways. With that, it's a wrap, guys, and until I see you next, thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Bye-bye.